It reminds me of my nonna so much, and like I really wish I could go back and have a proper conversation with her and like just learn more about her life.
But she was so proud of you.
She was.
Yeah.
Yeah. She actually came to one of my matches.
She did? In Australia?
Yeah.
And what'd she say?
Oh, she nearly killed my opponent.
Oh, what's your story? Don't you dare be sour. Clap for Stephanie and feel the power.
Welcome to What's Your Story with Steph McMahon, a WWE and Fanatics original production. So here we sit before WrestleMania.
Yes.
You're looking amazing.
Thank you.
You are, as you always do. You know that you're one of my favorites of all time, and just
Stop.
Your star continues to rise, and it's amazing. And we got to do Stephanie's Places together,
Yes.
which was awesome.
It was so much fun.
It was so much fun. And I got to do your entrance.
Yep.
Yes.
With the
and-
makeup.
And the Rhea.
Yep, the
vest,
jacket.
which is the coolest.
Dude, I love it. It
It
turned out
is
so good.
Cool. I love it. You have no idea how much I love it.
Yeah, it's so nice.
It's like the most badass thing I've ever had in my life. Like, it's
Really?
so cool. Yeah.
Dude, but you're a badass.
No, I'm like a pretend badass.
Ah, that's me too. Me too.
It's very, very cool. Thank you.
No worries.
So let's see. There's so many places to check in.
I know. We covered a lot last time.
We did. We covered a
Yeah.
lot. We covered, and that's not to say everybody who's listening / watching
Yeah.
now watched then, but
I mean, they should.
They should. They should. Absolutely. Absolutely. But one of the things that I didn't know about you that I've learned about you
Uh-oh.
was about your grandmother and how one of your tattoos, which
Yeah.
is so cool, is the
The
head
chicken.
of the candy holder.
The chicken.
The chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, because every grandmother has some version of this.
Yeah.
Right?
They've always got like some sort of candy tin
Yes.
or like whatever it is.
Yeah, or a dish.
Yep.
Cookie jar.
Yes, something. And it's such a beautiful, different kind of tribute
Yeah.
because you got to bring it home.
I did. I managed to steal it with my cousins wanting it too. I made sure mum grabbed it for me. I was like, I don't get anything. Like, please, like, let me have the
That's the
chicken.
only thing I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want anything else, just the chicken. There's so many good memories for the chicken.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love it. But yeah, it reminds me of my nonna so much. And like, she was just such a huge part of my life growing up. Like, I remember going to her house with the family and she was just so catering because like she's Italian, you know,
Right.
like everyone's got to eat.
Of course.
So there's just like a banquet of
That's
food.
how she is showing she loves you all.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
And like she would cook for hours and hours. And then like we'd have all these like, we'd have pasta, we'd have gnocchi, we'd have chicken schnitzel, we'd have dessert, we'd have like cookies, cake, tiramisu, like everything, like full blown.
And that was every week?
It was, I want to say every couple weeks.
Okay. Okay.
Because like the whole family came.
What did she call the sauce?
The sauce? Bolognese.
Not gravy.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I've heard some Italians call it gravy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
she
my
didn't
brother
really-
married a Sicilian, so I've heard.
Gotcha.
Various
Well, she also
references.
didn't really speak too much English. It was very broken.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was very
Yeah.
like she was very limited with
Did you ever
what
speak
she would say.
Italian?
No, I kind of like caught on to what they would be talking about, like her and my mum, because my mum speaks. But I never actually learned, and I'm really upset that I never learned.
You still can.
I know.
Babbel, Duolingo, whatever.
I downloaded it and I was like, I'm gonna do it, and then I'm just like, I
haven't
got
been
too
doing it.
busy and I just
Yeah.
forgot.
I find the hardest is like you can listen to it, but you're often in public places. So
Yes.
to speak it, which is a part of the whole process, is tricky unless.
It's so hard, and it's like my only reason would be so I could talk to her.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would love to go to Italy and be able to like speak it fluently, but it's also very different in each part of Italy. So I'm like,
Yeah, the different dialects and everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
wish-
crazy though. Like when you grow up in Europe, you grow up learning multiple languages, including English.
Yes. Yeah.
And then when you grow up, I mean, I guess in Australia it was predominantly English. Is that right?
English, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I did a couple classes here and there. Like I did Italian lessons for a while. I just
Didn't retain it.
I'm not good at school, so like I didn't remember any of it. Like I remember some little words here
Right,
and there,
right.
but nothing of importance. And then I think we did Chinese.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I only really did that class for the free candy. So
Oh.
yeah, he gave us Chinese candy. So
I've actually had Chinese candies.
pretty good.
I had a Chinese babysitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she was the sweetest lady in the world. She took care of our family. But yeah, I've had Chinese candies.
They're good. Did you
They're
have the one
good.
where you could eat the wrapper?
No.
Oh, that's what he would give us.
Oh,
this
but it was
one
like
where
a
you could eat the wrapper.
grapefruit
Oh, really?
candy.
I can't remember what mine was. It was like a little hard candy, but you could eat like the full thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it just dissolves. It's weird.
Oh,
That is weird. I
Yeah.
wonder if that's healthy.
I don't know. Probably not. Oh well.
I
Haven't died
remember
yet.
when I was a kid, they had like the bubble gum that looked like cigarettes. I mean, this
yeah.
was like a real thing.
Yeah.
And it had like this powder on it. So
Yeah.
you could make like you were smoking and
Yeah.
you'd
Oh my
blow
God.
the powder. Like that was a
Yeah.
good thing.
we had something similar. It didn't have the powder on it though.
Oh.
I can't say what they were called because I will get cancelled for calling it that now these
Oh,
days.
wow.
But like, that's what they were, and like we walk around with these like pink sticks and just like
Yeah. Right.
smoking as kids.
Like
wild.
right? Isn't that crazy?
Wild time.
We were marketed to even then.
Yep.
The bubblegum companies.
Literally.
Damn you.
Out to get us.
and it was like
Setting
the
us up
penny
to fail.
candy. I feel like those
Yeah.
were the,
The what one?
cheapest. They were like, or at least in my town.
In the
like,
penny candy store.
The penny candy.
That's where you'd get
Oh,
them.
penny candy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was just, that's what it was called. Like,
Oh.
All like the cheap
was-
candy.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
yeah. Well,
So
you
back
didn't
when
have a
Things
penny
were
candy store.
Very nice, yeah.
No?
No, everything was expensive.
Where would you buy your candy?
Probably just like the grocery store.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a couple lolly shops that we'd go to when we were camping.
Ooh, a lolly shop.
Lolly
Now
shop.
that
Sounds
sounds
way
good. That's
cooler.
better than
Yeah.
the candy
We
store.
don't call it candy in Australia.
Okay.
we call it lollies.
Lolly.
Yeah, so there's a couple, like when we go camping, we'd find lolly stores and we'd just go there and the parents would be like, we'd go to the wineries for them and then they'd take us to the lolly shop and we'd just pick out like $10 worth
Sounds like
of
a win-win.
candy. Yeah.
My style of
Quiet.
packaging.
And did you go camping a lot?
Yeah.
Do you love camping?
I love camping.
Were you outdoors a lot growing up?
I was, yeah. I was
Yeah?
a very outdoors kid and I loved it. I was always getting dirty and just like, I was pretty much one of the boys. Like,
Yeah.
I still am, but like, I was just one of the boys. I'd get muddy, dirty, dusty, ride my trike.
Did you ever eat a mud pie?
I didn't.
I did.
It's not the first time
I ate a
you've
bite.
shared this.
It's gritty.
I did
great
not.
every time.
We had I don't know if you know what patty melons are. So like they're just these random melons that grow in like the fields of like the outback in Australia. Huh? They're disgusting.
Yes.
They're very sour and just
I
like
have eaten some gross fruit in Asia.
yeah, I don't know if you're supposed to eat them, but like
Oh.
as a joke, they'd put them on the barbecue and they'd be like, "Here, it's a new fruit. Like eat this," and you'd eat it, and you're just like, "I need to scrape my mouth out with dirt. Like that would taste better than this." It's so bad, but that's what we would do as kids. We'd get like the patty melons and we'd carve them out like jack-o'-lanterns. 'cause,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we don't do that in Australia. We don't really have Halloween, so it's like we'd grab the patty melons and like,
Opportunity.
yeah,
Yeah.
throw them at cars and
Yeah. Well, you know.
in the outback. They're beat up cars. No one's driving. But we just
No
yeah.
accidents.
Yeah,
You
no
didn't cause
accidents.
any accidents.
No. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm a
no.
good kid.
Absolutely not.
Definitely a good kid. But yeah.
But and so also, so I want to get back to your grandmother for a second because I don't feel like in the last episode we talked all that much about her. Like, what is one of the lessons that you remember teaching her, or like a moment that stands out that you remember that you just hold dear in your heart?
There's a lot. She was honestly one of the most like caring people that I've ever had the fortune to be with. And man, it's hard because like the English barrier was there, but like she showed us so much love through actions.
Yeah.
And like she'd always be the one to like sneak us money when mum isn't looking, and like
Right.
she'd take us to the shops and like we'd walk over there because she didn't have a car, she never drove, she never got her license in Australia. So then we'd walk over to the shops when she was looking after us, and we'd go to kind of like our version of Dollar General. It's like a little Chinese store, and we'd just buy like coloring books and crayons, and then we'd like go back to hers and just do arts and crafts and just fun stuff. We'd go in the garden. That was one thing that she never like gave up on. She was very stubborn and very resilient, and I think that's where like my mum gets it from and where I get it from.
Sure.
Because like there was no holding my nonna back. Like it didn't matter how old she was, how beat up she was going to go in that garden. She was going to garden. It
Yeah.
didn't matter. She was going to go out there and tend to her chickens and then kill her chickens and make food for everyone. Like you couldn't stop her. Yeah, she's Italian, but like you just couldn't stop her. So like I think one of the main things that I learned from her was like, don't ever let age determine what you can do. And like if you feel confident and comfortable doing things, don't let anyone stop you from living your best life. Because she lived her best life. Like she struggled to come to Australia from Italy with my nonno, and he passed away really early on because he had Parkinson's. And then she was by herself. She had a couple neighbors that she came to Australia with that were like her friends, and she just kept everyone so happy. And I really wish I could go back and have a proper conversation with her and like just learn more about her life, because I was so young, and I just and by the time
you don't know.
I don't know, and like by the time I left, that's when I was old enough to really understand, and I just wasn't home to see her enough.
But she was so proud of you.
She was.
Yeah.
Yeah. She actually came to one of my matches.
She
She did.
in Australia.
Yeah.
And what'd she say?
Oh, she nearly killed my opponent. Oh my God. Apparently, like my nonno used to watch WWE back in the day.
Right.
And like wrestling and everything. And
Like Bruno Sammartino.
yeah.
I imagine.
And
Yeah.
I never knew that. Like
Yeah.
I never knew that he watched it until like I started and my nonna told me. But she came to one of my matches on my 18th birthday. It was like on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
And I pitched to, I had my whole family there, so I knew this was going to rile them up. I pitched to take a chair shot to the head, which obviously isn't good these days.
No.
But I was young and stupid, and I wanted to fit in with everyone. And yeah, I took it, and the whole chair broke completely. Like it busted. It fell up out of the thing, and it all fell apart. Like I broke the chair.
Oh my God. No, meaning your head broke
Yeah.
the chair.
My head broke the chair.
Yes.
Yeah. And my nonna lost her shit. And she nearly jumped the barricade. And she's like an old lady at
Right?
this point too.
Yeah, but she was all fired up.
She was ready to kill.
Yeah.
Like,
That's my granddaughter.
oh man. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Literally, she was ready. She wanted to have a match then and there. Like she was ready to go.
Who did it?
My friend Harley Wonderland.
Okay.
Yeah. I love Harley, but like she didn't hold back and she loved it. And I think she went over to my family, started riling them up as well. And I
Oh,
was
I'm
like,
sure she got in their faces.
You're gonna get killed by all these Italian people. Like,
Look out.
oh man, but it was so good.
Oh, that's
I wouldn't
awesome.
change it.
That's awesome. I had a clipboard break over my head, pales in comparison. But I remember thinking how cool it was when
Dude.
I was like, oh, broke in half. That's
Yeah,
cool.
It looks cool. Yeah, it's like that's such a cool moment. Watch it back over and over again.
Yeah,
Like,
mine though was a lot less
okay.
painful. Yeah.
Well, we use different chairs in Australia too. It was like a wooden chair. I mean, it was steel, and then the
I'm
seat
sure
was
it
wooden.
did not feel great.
Oh, it didn't feel great.
Yeah.
No, it
Yeah.
definitely hurt.
Definitely hurt the head.
But definitely worth it seeing her reaction.
Big news, WWE and sports fans. The world's #1 sports fan festival, Fanatics Fest, is making its return to New York City. Fanatics is bringing you closer to the leagues, teams, superstars, and athletes you love across 4 action-packed days in July.
Meet your favorite WWE superstars, get your hands on exclusive merch, and interact with the biggest names in sports.
Then fans of the show can get a 10% discount by using Steph10 at checkout. That's STEPH, the number 1, the number 0 at checkout. You've talked to me before about how you struggled a bit, you know, because you were always such a jock, like you said, and you were always more muscular.
Yeah.
You know, you were just built that way. And because you love sports, I'm sure it like built your muscle up even stronger.
Yeah.
And you talked about how the girls and some of the boys didn't treat you very nice and how
Yes.
that bothered you. especially at that age.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time that your grandmother in particular was there for you and saw you in a different light?
I mean, I tried to be my best self around her and not really like
Bring that.
bring it over to her house, because like every time I went there it was so positive and so
Yeah.
loving, and like I didn't really get to see her, I mean, super often. I still got to see her a lot, but like it
Sure.
wasn't as much as I would have liked.
Well, and that's what happens too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I tried not to let her know about all that, but like she helped me without even knowing those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How? Just by being
just
there?
being her stubborn self, you know, like just being funny and loving me unconditionally and like making me feel so warm and loved in her house. Like every moment of me going there, like she just adored me and my sister.
Yeah.
And you could really feel it. Like she
Yeah.
was definitely one of those nonnas where like she's force feeding you everything. And she's like, "Oh, you look so good." Like she was.
And she loved your tattoos.
She didn't want me to get tattoos, and I got my first big one, which was my shin. And when I went home, I was so scared to show her. Now my mum has tattoos, so she kind of broke that,
Right, right.
which was good. My dad has tattoos too. But like when it came to me and my sister, she was always like, "Demity, no, like no tattoos, don't ruin your body,
Your beautiful
no."
body, your skin, yes.
Always. And then I finally showed her and I was like, "Nonna, I'm really sorry, but I got a tattoo and I'm 100% not gonna stop here." And she goes, "Oh, Demity, why you ruin your, no, Nonna kinda like." She goes, "Oh, pretty." She's like, "I kind of like it." Like, well done. Like, it's
She
nice
rolls
art.
up her sleeve.
Yeah, right.
Literally, she got this whole like tribal like. So like I got away with it.
Yeah.
I got away with a lot when it came to her.
Yeah.
'cause
Well,
she was
yeah,
gonna
because
love
she's
me.
your grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only experienced it through my mom and my
Yeah.
mother-in-law being grandmothers,
Yeah.
but they're the best grandmothers in the world. And
Yeah.
the same thing, like their grandchildren come first.
Yes.
Nobody better mess with their grandchildren. Like they are so feisty.
Yeah.
They lose their filter, which is awesome. And they spoil them rotten.
Yes.
And so I have told my girls very plainly that once I become a grandmother, I am going to spoil their children the
Yes.
same way that they were spoiled, and they can't say anything about it.
Yep.
It's yeah.
No, exactly.
Yes. So I can
Exactly.
wait, but
But it will happen.
God willing.
And when it does.
yeah, when it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about it. Because it's the best.
It is.
Especially when you're struggling as a kid or at any time in your life, really, to have that safe place.
Yeah.
That place where you know no matter what.
Yeah, they're never going to judge you. They're always going to love you. You can forget about anything that's going on in your life and just feel the warmth of going to your grandparents' house.
Yeah, and feel safe,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That safe place.
yeah.
So, what is that safe place for you now?
Honestly, probably home.
Yeah.
Like, I would say Australia just because, like, my parents' house is, like, I feel like I have nothing going on and I could just be there and be calm. But, like, because I can't get there all the time, my safe place is probably just my house.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by, my husband. If I don't say him first, he might be really upset. But him and like my 3 dogs.
Yes, I know you love your dogs. But
They're
so
the
what
best.
happened recently?
So
I heard your dog bit you.
he didn't bite me.
And which one?
Barry.
A Barry.
Yeah,
who we
my
heard so much about.
My Barry boy, you know, sometimes he just gets so excited and he doesn't understand that his teeth are sharp and he opens his mouth. So like I was playing with him and I definitely riled him up and I started jumping over him. And I did one jump, but he also slid at the same time. And as he slid, he opened his mouth to like turn and like just
Get
out of
you,
excitement. And my leg just got caught on his one tooth, like just one singular tooth. It was so perfect, it couldn't happen again. And it just instantly slit my leg open. And I looked down, I just stopped, I looked down, and all I can see is like yellow flesh. It's not even bleeding. So I'm like, I know
Ooh,
it's
yeah.
deep. And it's
Yeah.
like, I just have like fat hanging out. And I was like, oh, God damn it.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that you had fat.
I d-
Where is there body fat on you? I am looking at your skin on your abs, and I'm like, holy mackerel, your skin is so thin.
yeah, it's
Like,
getting there.
I mean, you are ripped.
Thanks.
So I don't believe in the body fat.
Sitting down.
It was definitely there.
goals.
These pants are really big.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I definitely clicked on that picture on your Instagram, and it was
Yeah.
like, this is a photo you might like advisory. And I was like, what is it?
oh, well, no. Yeah,
well,
it was bad.
So we had Aurora was pretty young, and my dog accidentally got her in the face with his tooth. But he like headbutted her.
Yeah, they don't
He
mean
went
it.
to warn her. I mean, it
Yeah.
was aggressive.
Okay.
But he didn't bite, but his
They don't
mouth
chomp
was
down.
open.
Yeah.
And the pressure, because his head was that big,
And she's probably
was so
tiny.
strong,
Yeah.
that it punctured her cheek. And it was not a good.
scary.
No. And
Yeah.
I was mad.
I bet.
And
Yeah.
I just took my daughter, and Paul punished Andre. And then when Aurora was okay, and she was worried about Andre, and I was like, I don't care. I'm not. I was so
Yeah.
mad at him.
Yeah.
And I thought he bit her.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then he was so sad he ran away.
Oh.
He would never.
I had to go chase him down the driveway and call him, and he wouldn't come. And then he sat there. He knew that like something happened.
They
It
don't
was
mean
so
it.
sad.
They don't. They're just.
Oh, he didn't mean it.
babies.
Yeah.
See, Barry was the same. Like I looked at my leg and I go, Matt, I need to go to hospital. I need stitches. And he's like freaking out. I look at Barry and Barry's like,
With the blood dripping off his tongue.
He's like, you want to play some more? I'm like, let's go. Second round. I'm like, you dumb bastard. Like, I love you so much. I couldn't even be mad at him. 'Cause
I
I'm like, you
know.
didn't mean it.
Of course he didn't. We're just human and we're weak.
Dude,
If it was another dog, that would have been fine.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it makes me think like we are really
Fragile.
insignificant in the food chain.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if they really wanted to hurt us, they could. And it's wild. Like our skin is so thin and fragile. I've seen my dogs fight.
Yeah.
And they like grab each other's skin and they're not even phased by it.
Yeah.
I'm like, his tooth just nicked my leg and I was
And
cut
like a
open.
fountain. Yeah.
Yeah. It was bad. But then like when I came home with the stitches and stuff, I let him smell it. And he smelled it and he literally just sat there and he was like,
Oh.
and like he can look really depressed when he wants to.
Yeah, I know it.
Like he looks like an old depressed man. Like he gets the posture and everything. He's like,
Oh, I know exactly when
Yeah.
they feel bad.
yeah, like he knew something happened. He just didn't know what, and he felt so terrible. I could just tell. And then they would suck him up for the
Barry.
rest of the day. And I was like, "You're fine. I'm not angry. Like I riled you up.
You
Like,
were-
I
you were
tried to jump
jumping
over
over
you.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like I know I shouldn't probably do
and
that.
then you feel stupid, right?
literally.
Yeah.
I go, wait, that probably wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, I've done similar things, and it's like, man, what? I'm such a like. Why did I do that?
Yeah, that's me on a daily, all the time. Like, wow, I'm really not smart.
What's your favorite part about being home? Like the dogs, for sure, and then
Yeah.
like you like to game with your husband, right?
So he likes to game. I like
Okay.
to yell at him for gaming.
Okay, so it's the thing, gaming time.
Yeah. But I like to go to our gym because we made a gym on our property.
Oh, nice.
And it's pretty much like a full LA Fitness. And we just got a WWE ring in there as
Oh,
well.
cool.
So it's massive. It's bigger than our house.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like.
Did you
it's-
build like a barn or a structure?
Yeah, it's
or-
like a barnuminium.
Oh, yeah.
And we just did it without the walls on the inside. And then we got it insulated. We got air conditioners in there.
Did it arrive on a truck?
No, so they built it.
So it's not a pop up.
No, it wasn't a pop-up one,
Okay.
but it was like one that you can just buy from the website sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And like they did the concrete and that took 30 days to cure and set. But the building went up in 4 days.
That's crazy.
And I was like in shock. Like I saw them start and then I went to work, I came back and it was done. I was like,
How'd that happen?
what's it?
That never happens.
Yeah, literally. I'm like, that was the fastest thing I've ever witnessed in my
Barnuminium.
life. Yeah, it was wild. But like it's my favorite place. Like we've made it into such a massive like I don't even want to call it a home gym because it's not even a home gym. Like it's a gym.
Yeah.
And like we have photos of like us wrestling on the walls. Like we've made it a real sanctuary for us and our
That's
craft.
cool.
Yeah. It's
Do you guys
cool.
ever like work together?
Like work out together?
Well, I don't
Yeah.
mean train together, but like in the ring together.
Every now and then. I mean, he's still starting to get back into the ring stuff because he got injured, like over a year ago, in February when they went to Australia. So he got injured then. So he's just started getting back into the ring now and just trying to like rehab it and see what he can do.
Right.
So like he'll get in and we'll run the ropes. I've been teaching him some rolls since the boys' class didn't do as many rolls as the girls' class apparently. So I've been getting him to roll.
Roll.
What do you mean a split roll? What is that? I'm like, you do the splits and you roll. But like we've been getting in a little bit, but I get nervous about getting hurt,
Yeah.
especially these days, because I'm like, I'm always on the road, I'm always doing stuff, and I'm like, I want to stay sharp, but I also don't want to get beat up more than I get beat up.
Right.
So like I go a little bit easier. He's definitely going harder than me right now because he's trying to get back into that mode.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we roll around a little bit. And then our friend Tommy comes over as well. And like we'll all work out together and then we'll get him in the ring and Matt will roll around with him. And
That's fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's good fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's good time.
Yeah.
Just time.
it's
Time's
just
your greatest
chill.
gift, right?
It is. It
Yeah.
really is.
You're
And it's
still
just-
home too, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't have to
Yeah.
go anywhere.
Don't have to go anywhere. And like it's so much better because like we used to drive 30 minutes to the gym and then I'd get bothered at the gym and then I'd have to drive 30 minutes back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I really just want to work out, not wait for a machine.
Right.
And I don't want people showing me pictures of me pinning people at work.
Right. While
I'm
you're
working out.
training.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, cool. Seen it before. Like, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like halfway through a set. Please leave me alone.
Maybe they're hoping you're going to do it to them.
Maybe,
Yeah.
probably. It's normally middle-aged men, so probably.
That makes sense. Please.
But yeah, that's my happy place right now. I feel like comfortable there.
Yeah.
You know, like it's my home. It really is. It's become my home.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And when does your sister, like, how often does she get to visit?
She hasn't come down since I was in. Oh no, she hasn't come down for years.
Oh, it's time.
Yeah, I was gonna say NXT, but she came in between that.
But you guys are
It was
very,
like at
very
the start
close,
of when I
right?
joined Judgment Day. She came down. Yeah, we're very close. It's been weird watching her grow up from afar, though.
Yeah.
It's been very hard because I'm just like I've missed so much. Like I've missed her. I'm pretty sure I missed her 16th. I missed her 18th. I missed her 21st. I missed her 25th. Like I missed all the big birthdays, and I'm just like watching my sister grow up from the other side of the world. She got a boyfriend. They bought like property. They're building a house, and
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
like, damn, like
So no plans to come to the States.
no. She's working, and she's gotta like,
She's happy.
yeah, she's happy, and she's gotta save money to build the house. So I'm like, I understand. Just means that when I go home, I'm just gonna have to try and see her. So
Yeah. Well, at least once or twice a year?
I
right?
try to, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, with the shows in Australia, it definitely makes it better now because I will get to see them. I don't know if we're going back again this year. I'm under the impression we might be, but
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
But like the last couple years, it's been nice going home for the shows
Yeah,
too.
I
It's,
bet.
it's extra stressful because I don't know, something about going home. I put too much stress on myself. But like it's nice. I get to see my family. They get to come watch me wrestle. I normally get like the week prior or after home, so that's nice. But I definitely try and get home at least once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you managing stress these days?
Yeah.
Because we've talked about it, and
Yeah.
we've talked about how hard it can be,
Yeah.
and you know and tell me where I'm wrong here, okay? Because this is what I have witnessed that I think, and please again correct me.
Yeah.
But you are one of the reasons that I think you're such a successful big star is because of who you are, and because you're so empathetic, and because you're so vulnerable and raw. And it's such a gift for everybody else. But that can be very, very hard. because in order for them to feel you, you have to let them in. And then sometimes there's a lot of negativity that comes with that.
Oh, there's tons.
And it's not a baby face heel thing. It's just like some people hate.
Oh yeah.
And they must be in a very bad way in their own lives,
Yeah.
right? For them to come at you with so much hate, but that doesn't mean you don't feel it.
yeah.
And then when your star is rising and you are getting these reactions and you are at the top of the story of whatever it is, then you feel like you shouldn't be. You start to think maybe some of those voices are right. And why do I deserve this opportunity more than anybody else? And, maybe I shouldn't be there and I'm much better just being back here. And, I'll let someone else shine and I'd love to help them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you pretty much just described me. I'm listening to it, I'm like, damn, she knows me way too well. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely
But so like because I see you struggle with it. And there's no right answer, right? Nobody can say like, oh, here's what you do.
Yeah.
Like you have to find your own peace with it in some way. But one of the things I would say is that, God gives all of us gifts and they're all different, but your gift is yours. And it's almost your job
Yeah.
to use your gift to its fullest ability. And your gift, a part of it, is giving so much to so many other people already.
Yeah.
So even when you are at the top, you're making other people feel pretty great. You're giving them an experience.
Yeah.
Like there's so much positivity in what you do and who you are, no matter where you are in the card. And when you are at the top, you deserve to be there for all the right reasons, not for wrong reasons, not for politics, not for anything like that.
Yeah.
You are who you are. You stand out and you can't help it. You just can't
you.
help it. I mean, once you do in ordinary situations, but man, once you come out and your music is playing and you do that stomp,
Yeah.
like come
crowd
on,
goes wild.
and
We're
you're
all
singing
in.
the
Oh, yeah.
lyrics and you're looking around and you're giving, and you're giving the eyes like, damn, there's no way not to feel her.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
the coolest, most badass. It's so amazing.
Yeah.
You are amazing.
Thank you.
And that's a blessing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I really do. Like it's nice to hear positivity.
Yes.
So I really appreciate it because it's like
I
you
have
said-
tried not to read comments too.
Yeah, I definitely try not to see a lot, but it's so hard.
I know.
Like we all doom scroll. It's a
yeah.
human nature, and like as soon as I click on, I refuse to call it X, so Twitter. As soon as I click on it, like it's just the whole like first page. I don't even have to scroll, and it's just like negativity. Just
I know it's
aimed
awful.
At me, and
That's
I'm
why
like,
you can't read it. Don't even go on it.
I know.
Only to post,
I
right?
know.
Or catch up on whatever.
It's just hard because like I want to see fan art.
I know you
Yeah.
and you want to see like their reactions.
Yeah, I want to see like what works and what doesn't. Like
Yeah.
I want that true like reaction to things.
Yeah.
Because like if it doesn't work, I need to know so I don't do it again.
But I wonder if there's like a way,
I don't know.
someone to work with, or maybe the
Maybe.
WWE social team could
like filter it for you. or-
and give you
Yeah.
the themes, right?
Yeah.
Because the themes are what resonate. Just because two people don't like how you did a certain move, like that
Let's
doesn't
see them
matter.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'd like to see them try.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But I mean, like I hate it too. It's
Yeah.
when and it's unfortunate because I would like to see people's comments.
Yes.
And
literally.
I'd like to get a good read, on
everything.
what they think.
Yeah.
Right? And like what's working, what's not working, just like you said. And then I'll be hit with a couple of those negative comments and I do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I spiral out and then I'm like, oh, I'm the worst person ever.
Literally. Yeah. I feel that. And it's hard. Like you go, this doesn't affect me because you're literally like a very sad individual that's posting this. But
Yeah.
then like you catch yourself thinking about it later and you're like,
Oh,
why,
yeah.
why am I thinking about this? Why am I giving them my time and energy right now? Like I literally just went on there to see what like the news was for
Right,
today. Like
right.
I just stumbled on it.
How'd
Like,
this happen?
yeah, so it's definitely, it's getting a lot lately.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, but it just sucks.
But I want to pick you up out of that.
I know. I'm trying not to like, I'm trying to limit my time. Like I'll catch myself like clicking on the app and I'll instantly get off of it.
So Paul said he moved it to the last page.
Yeah.
that's
Mine's on my last page too. And I just
Yeah,
go,
and you still do it. Because, yeah, you go to the first thing and you do the search, and then
Yeah.
there it is. Yeah, because you just were on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
It is discipline not to look at it,
Yeah.
you know, but maybe try that for a little while.
Yeah. I think I just need to delete the app
Yeah, honestly.
and then download it when I want to post something.
Well,
Yeah.
and you'll get notifications anytime you post anything, and even if you're not meaning to look, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
this is what the comment was.
Oh, I've
and
turned
then you're
mine
like,
off.
oh,
Yeah. I've turned my notifications off. I can't.
Yeah, I can't either.
Yeah.
Way too many.
Yeah. It's just, it's insane.
Would you like to receive notifications?
no,
No.
probably switch that.
I don't want people texting me. I don't want any of it.
Yeah.
I don't want this phone. Like,
Yeah. Wouldn't that be freeing?
oh, it'd be so nice. I wish I didn't need a phone.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so much
It
better.
would be so nice.
It was such a nice time as
Growing
a
up
kid,
without a phone.
Without a phone,
I
yep.
know.
Or like you have like the limited data where you got like
Yes.
$10.
Yeah.
You just play
Yes.
Snake the whole day. That was it. So good.
So good.
They
Simpler
showed
times.
a picture of the Masters, the final moment where Rory is like winning his second, and the whole audience
Is on
there's
their phone?
not a single phone.
Oh, really?
And so
great.
he's like in the winning moment, and the whole audience behind him is just watching
Living in
him.
the moment.
Oh, how
And it's
great.
That's
like,
so good.
I
'cause-
haven't
Yeah.
seen that. And like you love to see it at WWE because the fans want to remember
Yeah.
that
Right,
they
what's
were there
happening.
and they want that moment.
Or
and
they're
I-
doing like the fireflies.
yeah,
Yeah, I
like
love
there's so
that.
much power in it, but then to see that moment of like no phones at all,
Yeah. They're just
you were
living
just
in the
in
moment,
it.
taking
It's
it
a
in.
really cool.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
No, I that's
anymore.
why I think they were. I don't know. I'm like, was it AI?
Yep. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Simpler times.
Let's ignore the fact that you can't bring your phones to the Masters.
Oh,
Is that why? Oh my God.
Minor detail now.
but you know
Wow.
what?
That
Kudos on
explains
you
a
for
lot.
noticing.
Yeah.
I just thought it
right?
was a really powerful moment.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at all these people. They put their phones away.
Literally.
Yeah.
Damn.
I remember I was writing my speech and I was reflecting
That's why I
on
don't
like
speak.
growing up and going to WWE events and then going to my first concert
Yeah.
and my first tennis match. So at tennis matches, like my first and only, but you can't cheer or boo. You can't
Really?
make noise.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, it's
You were
like,
like-
you're supposed to be quiet.
Ready to clap.
And I was like, woo! When someone came out and everybody was looking at me, and I was like, oh, am I not supposed to do that?
Damn.
Right? And then I was like, well, this is so not fun.
You know, when you think about it, you can only hear the tennis players
Yeah.
making
yeah,
noise.
like their grunt.
Yeah. I've
And the
actually
sound of the ball hitting the racket.
I
yeah.
feel like
I've never
I would
thought
want
of that
some
before.
cheering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Wow. Oh,
No
I wouldn't know what to
signs.
do. Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
were
I mean,
like-
what are you supposed to do?
Literally.
Just picturing you
Oh,
trying.
I was all excited. I'm like, hey, it's my first tennis match. I'm here. I want to cheer.
Yeah,
I want to
of
boo. I
course.
want to have a good time.
Yeah.
Nope.
First
Let
and
them know I
last.
support them.
First and last.
Yep.
First and last.
Yeah, that's so strange.
Yeah. Crowd.
Could you bring your
Yeah.
phone in?
But I think you could bring in your phone. I don't know. It's kind of pre phones. I had a pager.
Oh, wow.
I'll answer that later.
Yeah. That was a
Damn.
time.
Yeah.
Pre-tech.
Yeah.
Pre-tech.
If only
But
we could go
still,
back.
you could read about yourself as a talent in what was referred to as the dirt sheets.
Oh.
And same kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know,
That shit's terrible.
it wasn't everybody had
Yes.
access, you know, to
just a
say their
couple.
opinion, but
Yeah.
and you know, it's funny too, just because Paul helps me, so I'm kind of just sharing what he says.
Yeah.
But he said, "Why would you would you ask that person for advice?"
No.
Right?
Absolutely not.
Like, no. Would you come to them and say, "I'm having this problem. What would you do?" Like, no. So why do you care
Yeah.
what they think?
Yeah.
You know, Elise ran into some lady in the elevator the other day, made a comment, and she was all upset about it. And I was like, why do you care about this lady?
Damn.
Like, and maybe she didn't
I
even
think I was
mean
just mad
anything.
because she was like drinking and going out and I wasn't. That's totally what it was. It wasn't nice.
You
okay?
felt judged.
Yeah.
Right.
She told me I looked like I was going to the gym and I wasn't. I think I was mad that I wasn't actually. Just in sweats.
She cared. She cared what this lady
I know.
thought.
Just
But
trying to be
why?
comfortable.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I cared.
Yeah.
I stopped reading the comments because of you, but now I won't care what other people think.
Well,
Yeah.
it's best to do both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, but it is unfortunate because you want to interact,
Yeah.
you know?
I do. Yeah, I do want to. I catch myself definitely getting off of it a lot quicker.
Good.
These days.
So maybe delete it just for a while,
I might have to.
See if
I
it
don't really
helps.
tweet anyway, so I'm like,
right?
I don't know why.
Where
I
do you
have it.
primarily post?
I normally just accept collabs on Instagram. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't really
What about
post
TikTok?
anything.
Do you use TikTok?
I have found myself going on TikTok a lot more lately.
Yeah.
I don't really post anything. I
Right.
just kind of like
No
look
dances
at
for
Scroll,
you?
yeah.
No, no. I'm terrible at dances. I can't do it. But I'll just scroll and like I'll use TikTok Shop a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I buy
TikTok
too
shopping.
much stuff. I love Amazon and I love TikTok Shop.
You sound like my daughter.
obsessed. Yeah, it's so bad. I just get so like caught up in things. I'm like, oh, that looks like a great product. They said it was great.
They said it was amazing.
It's 20% off today.
Literally, oh, I
Sold.
gotta get it.
Right? Right? I'm running out of time.
Yeah,
Today only.
this is the one thing that I needed in my life. Like, I need it
Have
now.
you seen even on those sites now, like you go to buy something and then it's like only one left or hurry up.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, I got to rush through my shopping cart now
Yeah.
because they're all going to go.
You're trying to buy it
Gets
before
me.
like
Yeah.
the flight takes off. You're like, no, I need it.
The last one.
Come on, Apple Pay.
Literally, hurry up. Oh man, it's so bad. It's just another app, you know.
It is.
And
It is.
it'll be no time before that starts getting negative too, and then I'm just gonna throw my
But
phone
I
at
hope
the wall.
not, though. Because it's
I
not,
hope not.
Is it not comments, right? On TikTok?
I don't look at the comments.
There are, but I
there are.
feel
Yeah,
like
there's comments,
yeah.
but
Shows you how much
I
I
don't
use it.
click on that.
It's almost like set up that you'd have to click to
see
read
them.
them.
yeah.
Okay.
Where like
yeah. It's kind of like
X is
Instagram.
all
in a
Yeah,
way.
because it's how you use it, right?
Yeah.
Like, because Twitter's more like ultimately it's supposed to be more breaking news type.
Yes.
I mean, it seems anyway.
Yeah.
And it's much text heavier,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And then Instagram's just more,
It's like photos,
Pictures
Yeah.
and
videos, yeah.
and then promotions and trends
Yeah.
and things like that. And then TikTok's like basically any video ever,
yeah.
right?
Literally.
Short video format
Yeah.
with some dancing.
Yeah.
So my youngest, all of a sudden, is playing Shoop by Salt and Peppa.
Shoop.
And of course, I start rapping and
Yes.
singing Shoop. And she starts giggling, and I'm like, I know it. And she goes, Mama, this is a TikTok trend where you're supposed to play the song, and every mom
Oh my God.
starts
Reacts.
singing and doing the same
She
exact thing that
gotcha.
I did. She did.
She set you up.
She did. But she kind of felt bad because I was like, oh, I fell victim to the
Yeah.
trend, you know? But also, she was maybe a little bit impressed that I knew.
Yeah, I feel like that's a tough song.
Definitely. That's impressive. Like,
It was, I mean, it was my day,
Yeah.
you know, back in the day. But how funny that, like, everyone her age can catch their mother.
yes.
And we all seem to have this in common, right? We all know
It's the time.
it's the time.
Any
It's
better will
on
happen to
time.
her as well. There'll be something that comes along,
There'll be something.
and her kid will set her up too.
That's right. That's right.
And you'll be there like,
I'll be
I
like,
remember.
oh, look at this. That's right.
Yeah, remember when you did that to me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. How's it feel?
Yep. But knowing her, she'll get me, and
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you're all
it'll
going to
be
be set
both.
up.
Yeah.
Every generation.
every generation
Yeah.
in different ways.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh well.
My new legacy title is an original, fully custom designed from the ground up to commemorate my career inside and out of the WWE ring. The belt features 907 crystals, golden metallic prints, a black velvet strap, and the center and side plates contain artwork in reference to the McMahon family crest. You can get my legacy belt now at WWE Shop and Fanatics. So what else have you learned or changed perspective or something different since we last sort of spoke?
Oh man. I feel like I've just been it's gonna go too deep. I feel like I've just been on like a weird roller coaster of a life lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've had to accept, how am I going to word this? I've had to accept the fact that not everyone is going to be in your life forever. And I say that within like friendships majority, like people, like you might remember a generation where you guys are friends, but that doesn't fit in the generation now,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So just kind of accepting that people change, people grow, and people move on.
Yeah.
That's been a big thing for me lately. And just like trying to accept it. I'm someone who's like a massive people pleaser, and I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I want to make sure that everyone is happy and okay and set up and not struggling, and I give them too much of myself to help them.
Yeah.
But then I found that some people just take, and they don't do anything to help themselves. They just take more of me, and I have to accept that letting people go is a good thing.
Yeah.
That's been like my biggest thing lately.
That's very healthy.
Yeah.
And not easy to do.
It's really difficult, especially when like friendships are long friendships, and it's like it impacts you so deeply. You don't
Right.
want to let that go, like that person go, because you got so many good memories, but it's like sometimes you just gotta snip it.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that's been going on in my life the past like 6 months to a year, and it's just like
Those are hard lessons.
they're very hard lessons.
Yeah.
And like I feel like every couple of years this lesson comes up.
Yeah. It's funny how that happens, right?
Yeah.
Life does that.
Yeah, it's like just a
It's
nice
like if
little
you're not
gentle
learning
reminder.
it somehow, like I'm
Right.
doomed to
Here's
repeat
another
it.
one.
Yeah. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating, but I'm trying to remember that now, and I'm just trying to like grow as a human as well. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my nurturing, caring side, but I have to protect my peace at the same time,
Yes. That's important.
especially in this like job and this lifestyle and everything. Like you have to protect your own mental health.
Yeah, you
So
do.
Just trying to learn that.
And that you're not hurting other people by protecting yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you have to protect yourself first and foremost. You really do.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you look at it through the lens of then you won't be able to be there for anybody else if you don't protect yourself.
Yeah.
I was asked, you always get asked different questions, and it's like, what advice would you give to your younger self? And that's one of the pieces of advice I would give is anybody who makes you feel less than in any way or who takes away your light, they don't belong in your life.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean you wish them ill. It doesn't mean you want bad things for them. They don't need to be there.
Yeah.
And you appreciate the time that you do enjoy or the memories you do
memories.
have. And then, you move on.
Yeah.
And you do. And good for them, and they can do them, and you're going to do you.
Yeah.
And there's no bad feelings about that.
Yeah.
You can't, not that you can't, but try not to feel guilty about doing what's right for you.
Yeah.
Like, why do we do that to ourselves, right? That we need to somehow beat ourselves up because why? Because it's going to make us better
Yeah.
in some capacity? Does it seem to be helping? No.
Not at all.
And
Right?
you have like so much energy to give to what you do as a job
Yeah.
that like you have to save some of that energy for yourself. Like
yeah.
and
Yeah.
not give it
It
to
could be so
other
draining.
people,
It's
right?
so
Like
draining.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
hard to like save some for
exhausting.
yourself.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's hard to put yourself first and like to be able to say no in situations or like
Learning to say no and boundaries.
Yes. I've been loving saying no lately.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's great.
It's so
That's
hard to
great.
do,
Yeah.
especially as like a people pleaser. You want
Yeah.
to be at everything and do everything for everyone.
Yes.
And you want to be superhuman because you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to
Right?
be.
I mean, she is.
Well, you are. You know, but there's a limit.
Yeah. It's taxing.
Yeah.
It's very taxing. So
And I think too, especially our business, it's a lot to give of yourself when you perform. And it is such an exchange of energy. Like
Yeah.
it's the best feeling in the world.
it really is. But
There's
then you get
nothing
that dump
like it.
afterwards. And you're like,
Yes. And then afterwards you're like, oh my God, like you
Yeah.
just give so much and it's beautiful.
yeah.
But you have to be able to recoup
Yes.
too.
Yeah.
You
You gotta
know?
recharge that battery
Yeah.
somehow.
Yes. And not have people kick you while you're down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it was like that for a while. Just I couldn't charge that battery because I
Yeah.
was going home and like that person was around.
Yeah.
And it's like, I couldn't. It was just a dark
Yeah.
place. And
Oh,
it was just
no.
crappy, you know? And I'm like, oh.
No.
And like, it was hard because it was like the toughest time for me hit when we were in Australia too.
Yeah.
So I had like that on my mind. I had like the people pleaser in me trying to see everyone at home. I had me trying to please everyone in Australia because I felt like the face of Australia in WWE. So I was
Right.
like, I take full responsibility for everything that's happening here. I take responsibility for how I perform. I take responsibility for how these fans treat my peers. I took responsibility for too much and I just wanted to make sure everyone was happy. And I was just like at such a really low point. Like even after, because we had the 3 shows, I had SmackDown, then we had Crown, and then we had Raw. By the time Raw was done, I like collapsed in catering.
Oh my
And
God,
I was like,
Rhea.
yeah, it was bad. I had like a full panic attack and I couldn't, like I hadn't eaten, I hadn't drank water, my body was shutting down and I was just like, it's probably the skinniest I'd ever been. And I was just like dying. And then that person kept like lingering around, just making it worse. And like my panic attacks were just getting worse. And I was like, I can't do this. So like after that trip, I made sure to start putting myself first and kind of like chopping people out completely. Like I sent them a long message. They never replied because like I didn't want them to. And I pretty much was just like, we're done here. Like
Yeah.
I can't give you any more of me. Like we are done. Don't ever message me again. Don't think that we have a friendship. Like get the fuck out of my life.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yeah, that was like
it
my
feels
breaking
good to stand
point.
up for yourself.
It felt really nice.
Yeah.
It felt really, really nice. And that was a big lesson for me this past year.
Because the only thing you can control really is you.
Yeah.
You know, and it's tough to control how you feel because you feel how you feel, right?
Yeah.
But like you can't control how fans in Australia are going to feel or how the talent are going to feel about how they're treated by your people.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I can't control any of it, but I felt like I had the responsibility
but
to.
you can only affect what you can control.
Yeah.
You know,
Too much to carry.
it
was
is
a lot.
It's too much of a burden.
It was a lot.
And it's like a burden that's not even real.
Yeah.
You know,
I put the stress on myself.
right? But I'm so guilty of it too. Like I understand, which is why I'm like so into this because I've learned I'm a little further along in life than you are. Lived a little bit longer.
Wildlife.
Right. But yes, very much so. But that's something that I really had to learn.
Yeah.
And I still learn, right?
Yeah.
Every day that you
Get
work
lessons
at.
here and there.
But it's like that's an important one is try to focus on the things you can control.
Yeah.
You know, like you can delete that app,
Yes. I
You
can't
know?
wait.
right? Especially if you can't control whether or not you're going to scroll, like just
Yeah.
delete
Get
it.
rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah, just focus on other platforms.
Yeah.
You know, if to get your marketing and branding and stuff out there.
Yeah.
Like you can control what happened with this person, right? And you took action,
Yeah.
right? So where can you take action and, You know, like your matches, you show up and you have unbelievable matches in the ring. You take action because you can control yourself.
Yeah.
You can't control your dancing partner. You can't control the situation,
Yeah.
but you can control you.
Yeah.
Right? And it's something I'm trying to impress upon one of my kids right now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's struggling too in a different way with different things, but also someone who very much is super empathetic.
Yeah.
And
It's a blessing
who
and a
puts a lot
curse.
of yeah,
Yeah.
and who puts a lot of pressure on herself.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things that makes you so great. But then there comes a time when it served its purpose,
Yes.
right? And now you can put it here, and now you can go on to do great things in different ways.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and never apologize for being great. By the way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like
literally.
because again, it's your gift.
Yeah.
You bring so much light.
Try my best.
Yeah, you do to everybody. You really do. And we all love you. I mean, like, you can't help but love you. Truthfully.
Every head is nodding. just
Yes.
so we're clear.
Yes. I mean,
love
and
you
that's
guys.
exactly how the audience feels. Like, we love you,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I
And-
appreciate it.
It's like, it's so special,
Yeah.
you know? I'm so mad at anybody make you feel
I know, right?
any other way than that.
It's just, yeah. Their own insecurities. It's like the people on Twitter.
Yeah.
I just had
but
one
you
in
know
real
it,
life.
but still, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just trying to focus my energy into better things now.
That's right.
Trying.
So what are some of the tools you're using to do that? Is there anything that's
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to do more things that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Like even though the schedule's so demanding and busy, especially at a time like this,
right?
I'm trying to like find hobbies that I enjoy. Like I love arts and crafts.
Yeah.
I love arts and crafts. I don't know why. I've always been like an artsy kid. I love art.
Well, and you even started by talking about the books, the coloring books with your
books.
grandmother. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've always loved it. So like I got into Journal Talk real badly at the start of the year, and I was like, I want to make my own planner cover. So I went and bought all the leather craft stuff. I bought the leather, and like I got a planner because I was like, I need to be more organized this year. Like, I'm so unorganized. I needed to be more organized. I needed to actually write it down instead of just
Right.
clicking on my phone and clicking on the app and looking at it, because I have so much more that isn't in the app.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, I need to actually write stuff down. So I bought a planner and I started making planner covers. So I made one for me, and I made a couple for myself. The first one was like okay. It was like my first ever one. And then I made a second one, and I adore this like planner cover. I made it. It took so long, and my fingers were burning by the end of it because it was
Whoa.
like I had like cowhide, and I cut it into like little squares, and then I had a black piece of leather, and I had to hand stitch each square of the cowhide to the black leather. And it just took so long, and it was so thick, like the needle just wouldn't go through.
yeah.
So I had to like hammer the holes and then like really push it through still.
Wow.
It was, I don't know
Damn.
why it was so tough, but it was really tough.
I was picturing like
Labor
a glue
of love.
stick and
Yeah, no.
That's what I
I
would
had to
do.
glue it first, and then it was still difficult. But I got it, and then like I added all the charms that I wanted to it. I got the books, I put them in there. I have like 2 blank page little books. It's like a really small one. It's like honestly
Yeah.
like this big. And I've started like sticking photos and like cool things in there as like just like memories.
Yeah.
And I have my planner in there. I have like a lined paper book in there too if I want to write notes. And I've just like made it my own. So I made that for me, and then I ended up making one for my tattoo artist. I made
Yeah.
one for Jet, my makeup artist, and I like completely decked it out to be like her.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I found like a new love
gives
in
you
like
joy.
that.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. And like
That's great.
my husband every night, he's like, "You gonna make another one?" I go, "Maybe." He goes, "I think you need to." And I go, "Okay."
that's so sweet. He
Make
knows
him
like
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I don't know if he'd use it. That's the only problem. He just comes to me. He's like, "So what are we doing today?"
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Read the book.
What's the schedule?
Yeah,
Look it
the
up.
calendar.
literally. But that's like something that like is therapeutic to me. So I've been trying to do
cool.
that.
That's great.
Instead of just like working out and like working myself to the bone and just like making myself more tired, I've been trying
Right.
to focus myself on things that don't exert too much energy and like I can
Well,
just
other than
relax. I mean, apart from like hammering these
Stitching,
bloody
yeah.
holes in there and burning my thumbs, I'm not doing that one again. I'm never making one of them again. It's like the one and only. But like that, and then like I also like I had a obsession with Labubus, which are like I don't know if you guys know what they are.
I do. My son has
Yeah,
now
the
started.
plushies, and you put them on like your bags. I had an
I'm
obsession
not
with
sure.
them.
I think I missed.
They're kind of like
probably
they kind of
best.
look like gremlins. I don't know if that's
They're like little
wrong
monsters,
to say,
yeah.
but they're like
It's just a
little
bag
faces
charm.
with like fuzzy.
Yeah,
we
they
must
went.
have missed
People
this.
went crazy for them. I went crazy for them. But like I would collect them.
I'm sure my kids would be like,
Yeah.
"Mama, we told you about this."
Probably.
They're
they
hard
probably
to
have
get.
them. You
They
probably have them in your
do.
house.
I probably do.
But
I
like,
feel like I'd know. But
I know. I feel like
Yeah.
they're a little bit older. Although
yeah,
I
my
guess they're-
youngest is going to be 16.
there we go.
I mean, they're so cute. I want to get them.
They are.
Now I feel mean that I called it a gremlin because that one's like
No,
smiley.
he's so
and
cute.
I'm just
They're
thinking
so
of the
adorable.
one.
What's your projection?
He just got one. He just got one from a claw machine at a
Oh,
birthday
yeah?
party.
Oh, he won at a claw
Yeah.
machine?
I mean,
Really?
He was losing his mind, and the best worst part, the birthday girl like really wanted it, but all he wanted
God,
was
that's
this.
funny.
mine.
And he's like, but I want it. I was like, all right, let's leave. I mean,
Come on, son.
She got a gift, and
We
he
don't know
left.
her very
She
well
can win
anyway.
But he was like, I know the right thing to do is to give it to her, but like this is all
I
I
want
wanted.
it.
Really want it.
Yeah.
And like a claw machine.
There used to be
Yeah.
battles between my girls at the claw machine.
Oh, I love
Well,
claw
you have
machines.
to win everyone something, right?
Didn't happen.
Oh,
I couldn't win that claw machine.
yeah. Ryan's great at them, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
Me too. I love claw machines.
I'm terrible at the claw machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We'll practice. Vegas, there's
Yeah.
got to be some.
No,
There has to be some somewhere.
we're not.
Okay.
I've tried many, many, many times. I've been at that claw machine.
Well, now I, want to
can
see
get
it.
I see the loop.
It like picks it up
You're
and
gonna
get
get
close
it. You're
and
gonna
it
get
drops.
it.
There's like all of a sudden a video of Steph like smashing the machine.
I was
Yes.
hitting the button and everything. I know it. It's why I can't do video games.
days before
Yeah.
Hall of
Yeah.
Fame.
I get too
rage.
too excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I hit jump and it didn't jump.
Literally. I just start button smashing.
So yes, so mad. So mad.
I drive it.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I'm like,
Mario
I'm in
Kart?
last place still. Don't
Terrible.
know why.
Literally.
It's a tiny controller. Like, what am I?
Yeah.
We'll play video games together. It'll be fun.
Yeah. We should do that one episode.
Yes.
Like, I never advanced.
Yeah.
I was like an Atari girl and Nintendo, early Nintendo.
Yeah.
But that was way before any of the systems or
Yeah.
anything.
See, I'm the same. Like I stick to what I know.
Yeah.
I like loved my PlayStation 1 and then I got a PlayStation 2 and I only played like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, they're my games. And Ratchet and Clank, that was another one. But like they were my games. I like knew every
Right,
single
right.
level and I was like, I know when
All
like
the Easter eggs, all the everything.
I knew everything. I memorized it. I
Me
was like, I
too.
gotta turn left here, right here. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Obsessed.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I play
So
it now and
easy.
I've like kind of forgotten. And
Right.
like I rage because I've forgotten. Like I'm like, how are you this dumb? You knew this.
Like this, like the back of your
were the
hand.
best.
You
Yeah, literally.
lived this.
This was your life.
But and I can understand like watching gaming because I used to watch over my friend's shoulder all the
yeah.
time.
It's exciting.
And that's how you learn.
Yeah.
Right? And that's how she would get to all like level 12.
Yeah.
And I'd see where all the hidden mushrooms were and all that.
Yep.
You jump up, and do do do
Yup.
do do do.
You went in the tube. I was with you.
It's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah. I used to play with my friend Soraya and like we would watch each other so intensely. We'd be screaming at the TV. And I remember once she like raged, like she died. It was like the last life on Crash Bandicoot or something. And she raged and she threw the controller and it hit me in the head.
Oh
And she broke my controller. I was like, well, now we can't play.
no. See, you
It's like,
must have a very hard head.
I know
I do,
that's
yeah.
The chair broke on your head. The
Yeah.
controller broke on your
I
head.
have a very hard head.
You must. That is a real thing.
I don't feel too much.
Also a blessing.
Yes, literally. Hard head in many ways.
Literally and
Literally and yes.
Yes.
Internally and externally. That's awesome. That's awesome.
But yeah, it's fun. Every now and then I'll like watch Matt because he plays Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
And he rages.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear him. He goes upstairs, like while I'm at home, I'm downstairs. Like I could be in my office. I'd do like therapy or like with Matthew doing masseuse. And I can hear him like upstairs screaming at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, he's going to pop a blood vessel.
Right?
Like, there's no way this is healthy.
I think it's so
so
Yes,
raged,
yes,
so
yes.
raged. And like sometimes I'll like go up there and watch him. Like I'll sneak up there, scare him first of all, and then like watch, and like he'll just die because he sucks at it sometimes. Like I'm like, wow, you didn't do well. Like you ranked 85th. Like that's nowhere near first.
That's not.
Like,
You're like, I'm gonna head back downstairs now.
literally, I'm like, you obviously suck. So you should just stop playing.
And come hang out with
come
me.
chill with me. Like,
right?
yeah.
I'm right here.
Let's go watch something.
Yes.
Never home.
Right?
Are you ready to hold WWE history in the palm of your hand? Topps is bringing you closer to the action than ever before with WWE Topps Now, highlighting the biggest matches and milestones from WWE shows and PLEs throughout the year. Topps Now is enhancing the fan experience by connecting collectors to the superstars and spectacles that ignite their passion. Featuring stunning event-exclusive photography, each card is made for the moment. And for some lucky collectors, that moment could become the pull of a lifetime. Along with serial numbered parallels, some Topps Now releases offer a chance at rare short prints, superstar autographs, and even pieces of the mat, gear, or other items used during the featured match. So which moments will you collect? With each card only available for a limited time, you won't want to wait to begin your Topps Now journey. Be sure to subscribe to the WWE Topps Now mailing list on Topps.com and follow Topps on all social media platforms so you never miss a single moment.
Road to Gold is the latest WWE exclusive from Fanatics Casino, bringing WrestleMania thrills right to your fingertips. It is the most star-studded casino game ever built. Spin reels featuring 20 WWE superstars from Cody Rhodes to John Cena and my personal favorite, Triple H.
And for the first time ever in an online casino game, you'll hear the voice of WWE himself, Michael Cole. Battle to the top for rewards with bonus spins, mystery wins, and cash collect moments.
This is WrestleMania Road to Gold, and it only lives at Fanatics Casino. Must be 21 and over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Not available in all states. See Fanatics Casino app. What is your favorite date night?
My favorite date night?
Yeah.
Dumplings.
Ooh.
I love dumplings. It's like,
And delivered or out?
so like we go out, there's this dumpling place. It's like 25, 30 minutes from where we live.
But worth it.
It's so worth it. And
Yeah.
I feel so sick afterwards. But it is so worth it. They have the best like fried rice there. It's in Australia, the fried rice that we have, it's got like egg, shrimp, corn, like everything in it. And I've been struggling to find that in America. And this one dumpling place does it.
Wow.
And I'm just like, this just reminds me of home.
Oh, that's so great.
And it's so nice. Like, I'll either go with just Matt as a date night or like we'll go with our friend Tommy. He's normally third wheeling with us. Normally. Or like we'll bring the family there when they come over. So like my parents are down at the moment and they're gonna come over for a week after the Mania.
That's great.
Yeah, so it's nice and I'm gonna have to take them there because
Yeah.
I need them to try this fried rice. I need them to try these dumplings.
Taste home.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so good. Like I definitely eat way too much. They have the best green beans there.
Wow.
Everything there is just so like
I mean, I've never
immaculate.
heard anyone be so excited to eat green beans.
I know.
I
I wasn't
know.
expecting you to say green
Actually,
beans.
Yeah.
It's funny. It wasn't Bianca. So it's been exactly a year since we started this pod.
Oh, really?
And it was on the Tuesday before WrestleMania. And I think the second person we interviewed was Bianca, right? So Dom was the
Tuesday
first,
was Dom,
and Bianca was the
Wednesday was-
second. And she was talking about her food. And what was she saying? Like she was
Well, she was like,
something about green beans. So it's just funny that you say that.
Because she was on the Mania
Yeah.
diet of
Oh,
like
yeah.
grilled chicken, rice.
She said how
broccoli.
tired
She was
she
looking
was
insane,
of
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, literally. I miss her.
I know.
She's one
I
of my
love
favorites
Bianca.
here. Yeah, she's
She's
such a
like
good
pure
person.
love,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's one of the most genuine people I know.
So great.
I love her so much.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm so mad that she hasn't been around. I'm like, now I'm on SmackDown too. I'm like, where's my Bianca? Like,
Yeah, you need her.
I do.
Yeah.
I really do. So hopefully soon. We'll see.
So here we are headed into Mania, right?
Yes.
And by the time this airs, it'll probably be post Mania, right? So what are you like there's all kinds of behind the scenes comments about what's happening, and it seems like there's a lot of a great mix of what's real and what isn't real, and you know, all of that stuff. And oftentimes the best storylines are the ones where people go like, well, I know it's entertainment, but like that was real. Like, I can tell that was real.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's also just a combustion, and sometimes it's not great chemistry, or it's just going off the rails. And like, I'm curious your perspective heading into this match against Jade and just competing at WrestleMania, you know, again, in such a big way. And right where you belong, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes, shining.
Trying.
Shining. So how do you feel, and how are you approaching this match maybe differently than another or the same?
I mean, I'm excited for this WrestleMania. I really am. I love WrestleMania.
WrestleMania is so special, right?
It is, and it's the one thing that we all work all year for, and we want to like be able to compete at WrestleMania. So
At the highest level.
at the highest level, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going against someone that I've never wrestled before. I've never even like touched, pretty much. Like, we haven't done anything up until this point. Like, she's beat my ass a little bit, but like we haven't really done anything.
Right?
Started a little bit rocky, but we're on the path now, and we're telling a story, and I'm intrigued to see how it goes and just like pull off an awesome WrestleMania match. Like, I want this to be a cool moment, because like you look at it and you go Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley, the names and the look of both of us, and just knowing that we're going to be competing on the grandest stage of them all, like it seems like such a big match.
Yeah, it
and
is.
like it hypes people up. They want to see it. I want to be my best. And
Yeah.
it's hard because like right now I have stitches. I have stitches, and I like pulled my groin a little bit
Oh no.
in that whole situation.
With the dog?
yeah, so I'm like, I know I'm not,
And that's a slow healing.
it's so annoying.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know I'm not 100%, but I'm going to try and be, and like adrenaline is a wild drug.
It is.
So like, I don't know what's going to happen out there.
Right?
I could be completely fine, but WrestleMania, it's a stacked card.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm really, I take it to heart, and I let it weigh on me a little bit too much. And I take responsibility for it a bit too, which I know I shouldn't, but that's just me being me again. But like, I do have that part of me that feels guilt and sadness, but I'm trying to bring the positivity and trying to lift everyone up in the process, and lift myself up, and just like go into it as positively as I can.
Yeah. And
Try.
and the thing is, like, it's everybody has their moments, right? Like,
Yeah.
and it's not everyone's turn at the same time, because that just can't, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know?
It's too nice, but it's still completely stacked. We have so
Oh
many
my God, it's
superstars.
crazy.
So many. And there's so many that aren't on the card, and there's so many that are on the card. And it's like
Yeah.
we make new superstars every year. And it's like you're just competing for that limited spot.
That's right.
Yeah, it's hard.
And it is hard,
Yeah.
but that's the business too,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, it's so interesting. I don't know if this is an exact correlation, but I'm going to tell you the story and see if it resonates. Again, one of my daughters, who is an avid reader and had been an avid reader like early. So no question about her skills that way. And all of a sudden I get a call, second grade, from one of her teachers. And she's like, you know, so-and-so is suddenly struggling. I heard your stomach just then.
Thanks for calling it out.
Sorry, it was very loud.
Avid reader. Got excited. Avid eater, actually. Anyways, second grade. She's struggling.
So, and I'm like, this isn't my daughter, right? Like, she's a really good reader.
It's like the lady calling you out before. It's all over again.
Right? That was just last night. Here we go. I don't care what people think. I don't
See?
There we go.
care.
So anyway,
My boss doesn't let me eat, so.
that's right. Bitch.
Oh my God, I'm so dead.
Anyways, your daughter.
So she was reading out loud and she was starting to sound out words that she knew. Like fine and Hank you, like the
Yeah.
words she knew. And I got really worried and I said, have you heard her speech? Like, I was thinking, is there something neurological? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on? And then the teacher says, well, the only thing we've been doing differently is putting these kids in reading groups. And immediately I was like, oh, so-and-so slept over the other night and had to leave early the next morning to see a reading tutor. I bet they're in the same group.
Yeah.
And I asked, and she said, yes, actually she is in this reading group. And I realized that she was, making it seem as if she couldn't read to help her friend feel better.
So sweet.
And Paul
Yeah, that
gave, and
is.
when we asked her, because that's what I just had that feeling, right? And when I said it to her and she reacted, she got all like very, very sheepish. And Paul said the best thing ever. And he said, honey, it's nothing to feel bad about. And he said, but we all have our gifts. And it's better for us to be able to bring people up rather than for you to bring yourself down. Like this girl will have other things that she does, and maybe she'll lift you or someone else up some other way.
Yeah.
But don't ever bring yourself down
Yeah.
to help someone out. Bring them up,
Yeah.
And I thought, like, man, he's a great dad. Thank God I have him as
Right?
Yeah.
but to parent with, but I just think that's, I think we often do that, or we give our energy to somebody who doesn't deserve it or
Yeah.
whatever, and it's like the mentality shift of, no, I'm going to lean into what I do great
Yeah.
and help others because that is my superpower. So that is what I do. So I can be helpful there,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if that resonates
Yeah.
at all, but
Yeah. I've definitely been trying.
yeah, I know.
yeah.
I got to slap you.
I think.
Ultimately, I think that's what it is.
I've seen you
Let's
slap.
do it right now.
Live.
No, I don't want the comeback. I'm just saying, I got to knock some sense into you ladies. Stop doing that to
I
yourself.
know.
Stop doing that to yourself.
I know. I'm still learning how to
Yeah.
human at this
Yeah.
point.
Out of human.
Yeah, how to love yourself.
Yeah.
It's the hardest.
It really
shouldn't
is.
be. It shouldn't be.
I
but
feel
it
like
is.
we're always the hardest on ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's so tiring.
It is. And I read all the time, right? Because it's like, depends on what your feed is.
Yeah.
Everything's about
Algorithms.
improving yourself, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just at the end of the day, just do the best you can,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah. That's all
live in the
anyone's ever
moment as
doing.
much as you can. Love the people in your life as much as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Create those moments.
Yeah.
Eat those dumplings.
Oh, I can't wait.
Fried rice.
Play with Barry, but don't jump on him.
No more leapfrogs with Barry.
And scrapbook your heart out. Like this is, we don't have that much time.
Yeah.
We really don't.
Yeah.
So we got to enjoy life. It's here
I
to
agree.
live.
Yes.
Live it fully.
Yeah.
And let's get out of, screw all those negative
Yeah.
folk.
Yeah. It's hard
And,
to
and
remember
I don't wish them
sometimes.
ill. I'm not saying
No,
that in a
no,
way
no.
where like I want bad things for anybody. I don't. But it's like, you don't need that.
Yeah.
Life's too short.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Go
really
out there
is.
and feel it
Yeah.
and soak in WrestleMania.
Oh, I will.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
so
you
excited.
will. I can't wait for you.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It's always such a cool feeling. Even just like hearing the music and just like not even going out there yet, but hearing the crowd.
Yeah.
It's so exhilarating.
There's nothing like it in the world.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Like
No one can relate to that.
No.
Yeah.
It's so hard to explain as well because I'm just like, you don't understand. Like, I'm stressing and I'm nervous. And then all of a sudden, like, I hear this is my brutality and I'm just like, me.
Right. That's right.
Am I ready to kill?
Yeah. Yeah. And here
so
she
strange.
comes.
Yeah. I get this weird confidence out of nowhere.
It's funny. Bianca described it. I forget what clip I saw where, but she was talking about the nerves, right? And like before you go out, how you feel. Like I feel like I'm gonna implode.
Yes.
Like I'm actually gonna
It's
die
terrifying.
any second.
Yeah, literally.
Before my music hits, it's just this is it. And then you go out there and you do it, and then you crave it, and you want to do it all over again.
Literally.
It's like, why do I want to put myself through all that? Because it's quite the awesome ride.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It really is.
And
There's nothing
holding
like it.
yourself, like nothing like it in the world.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all. And then you just like live on that high for like the next few hours.
Yeah.
And then you're just sitting there and you're like, wow, I just did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
I'm so ready for
Yeah,
bed.
right?
And then
I
your
can't
alarm
believe
goes
that
off and
just
you're like,
happened. Oh, I
oh,
gotta
I
do
have
it
to
again.
go to the airport.
Yeah, there's no like lull.
No.
Yeah.
Never.
Never.
Not in this business.
It's not like, oh, it's over. We'll have 4 days in Hawaii.
No.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's not gonna happen.
Next flight.
It may it continue.
Yes. Literally.
Well, thank you for coming, Rhea. And
Thanks for having me.
so excited to have you back and can't wait to keep watching you thrive and grow and soar,
I'm gonna try my best.
and continue to set the example, and just be you.
Yeah, that's all I can ever be. I'm
Yeah.
an open book.
I do want to just say that I wish you could see yourself the way that I know we all do. Because I feel like you are just another level of like good person, but also so fucking cool
Yeah.
that like hearing you have anything negative about yourself. I know it's how you are to yourself because
Yeah.
I'm certainly the same way. We all
Yeah,
are.
we
but
all
like
are.
Yeah. What is that? Human nature. Like
I
we
don't
must beat
know.
ourselves up for what?
I don't know. It's
I don't think that's the way we're
tiring.
supposed to be designed.
no. We're supposed to go out and hunt and gather
Right?
and
Dance.
survive. Here I am, struggling.
drink and dance.
Yeah.
Sorry. What?
Yeah.
Eat some food.
Yes. Yes.
Dumpling.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't know what it is.
Well, at
I
least we can all
appreciate you
relate to
guys.
each other
Yeah.
Sure can.
in some ways.
Yes. I appreciate it because hearing it come from people that I respect and idolize, I really do appreciate it. It's nice to hear.
I love you, Rhea.
I love you too.
Mm.
I love you guys.